Good morning. Happy day. Happy Thursday. Where I am in the world, which is on Haudenosaunee territory or the land of New York, specifically the Rochester Finger Lakes area, it's warm and we haven't experienced like 50 or 60 degree weather in quite a few months. So I'm really inspired to be having like barefoot experience on the earth, just bringing my body really close to the earth. Decided to go live to just move a little bit, and maybe you'll move along with me. Have some movements that are maybe challenging for balance a little bit, and specifically work on the hamstrings. Realizing I have flowy pants on, so you might not be able to like see where my legs are or what the movements actually are, but I just invite you to, move a little bit this morning. And if you can, wherever you are in the world, just like bring your hands, your feet maybe onto some grass or onto some moss. Take a moment to just notice some sounds that are around you. And tune in to just that which is bigger than you, than us, and really the more than human world. There's so much more than humanity, but we're also part of nature. So I'll invite you to, maybe find a standing place, maybe move a little bit. Spinal flexions are really good in the morning, and that just invites the spine to move in those forward and backward directions. Lengthens the hamstrings. It also decompresses some of the vertebrae in the back. So I like having hands on my lower back to support and a little bend in my knees when I come forward. And if you can't quite connect with the earth or whatever you're landing on, a bend in the knees will always kind of make it easier to get there. And maybe just some movement side to side to get that sides of body and the lower back, a little bit of release. There's a lot of traditional postures in yoga, but my personal feeling is that any movement, anything that feels good, that's yoga. Anything that's done with intention and awareness, there's your practice. So you might invite a little bend into your knees. Hands might come up, little chair posture. Hands can also come into heart center. When you're feeling balanced, you're trying to find that energy that's both downward moving but also upward moving, up through your head, up through the fingertips, up through hands. Then maybe what I'll do is shift my momentum into that left foot. You can keep the right toes connected to the earth or draw the right toes up. Perhaps sending that right foot out in front of you. Any version of this is known as our Padangusasana, our hand to toe posture. And where your gaze goes really does determine how balanced you'll be. Whenever you're ready, you can set that right foot down a little bit in front of the left foot. I'm trying to find the pelvis kind of in the center of the feet, so momentum's about equal. Then maybe find a little forward fold. If you're feeling your balance, I like playing here with a little warrior 3 posture. So shifting momentum into that right foot, maybe drifting the left leg up. When you're ready, you can land that back foot down. Looking for the back foot to be kind of, back foot is at this angle where the front foot is facing forward. So my toes are facing the phone. My front right toes are facing away. This is known as our warrior 2 posture, but then we'll straighten that right leg, radiate through right fingertips, come down into Trikonasana. That left arm coming up, totally optional. You can always bring the hand behind the back. That opens the shoulder space a little bit more. If your hand doesn't want to go all the way down to the earth, it certainly took mine a while to do that. You can always just bring that bottom hand anywhere along the leg. My general invitation is always just to take maybe 5 to 7 breaths in whatever posture you're in, or just listening to your body until the body says, all right, that's enough, let's find our way out. I'll invite you just to find your way to step that left foot forward. Both feet parallel, our Tadasana, just standing tall for a few moments. Maybe with the eyes closed. I'm going to have my eyes open, absorbing. It's always kind of fun to notice when you've done one side but not the other, if the hips feel unbalanced or if one leg feels like a little bit longer than the other one. That's kind of funny. Just checking in with the normal like mechanisms of the body. And then maybe a little back bend, a little forward fold. You might find your way into chair posture again. Floating that left leg maybe out in front of you, any version of Panagustasana. I love practicing on the earth for the first time because the earth isn't even. So if you're used to practicing inside and on a mat, it's kind of like, oh, okay, this is what it's like to balance like in the natural world. Something that's not even or predictable or planned. So if you're playing outside, kind of moving around until you find the place that's right. Hi, sweetheart. This is Buffy. Sweet boy. Hi, sweet little. Maybe a little Sadhana, just standing like a mountain, rooted into the earth, both feet parallel. Inhaling up through your head. Exhaling all the way down into the earth. A beautiful practice anytime is really following your exhale down into the earth. On your inhale, just following that momentum of levity up into the sky above. To me, there's something really special about doing this actually outside, because you kind of have those elements working on your body a little bit more closely, like physically, maybe. Anytime you intentionally move your body, it's nice to just check in a more neutral place, whether it's a standing place or a seated place or wherever you are in time and space. So just notice how the body received those intentional movements. So those are just a few postures, all standing postures. As you noticed, you don't really need a mat to do yoga. You just need to tune into your body and notice what's good for you. I definitely benefited from a lot of instruction. That's why I love teaching yoga too. You know, it's helpful, especially in the beginning stages. It's easy for me to say, oh, just listen to your body, but I understand that, you know, guidance can be helpful too, and that really wasn't too much guidance. We don't really offer any yoga classes on Instagram right now. That sun feels really good. But I know that having some live instruction is really beneficial. So if that speaks to you, come and check us out. We offer lots of stuff on Zoom. Cats are welcome. All your animal companions are welcome. And I'm just hoping that you have a really beautiful day wherever you are in time and space in the world. Hey! And yeah, get your body on the earth. All right. See you later. Satnam Ji.